Feed the beast. Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm playing a little Engineering Force 3, hanging out here in the water, and excuse me for all the little blue fart bubbles. I had a burrito earlier, and it's, okay, no, that's water breathing, that's because of the helmet I've got on. But I'm here in the water because that down below. Yep, I wanted to do some work here. If we take a look at the map, you can actually see the ocean monument here very, very clearly. And this is something that was suggested as something you could do with Journey Map. If you go into the options, cartography, there's an option here to show bathymetry. Whatever, that shows the terrain underneath the water. And so I had already known it was here because I saw the little square of lights you get at the top of the ocean monument. But you can see where I've been and where I haven't been. You know, here's the normal where you can barely see stuff, and here it's plenty. So I came down here, and earlier I went ahead and made a whole bunch of white glass and surrounded it so that I could kind of keep everything in place. And then the other thing I wanted to do was go ahead and clear out the monument piece. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and use my digital miner right here. I've got it, the configuration is set to do Priz. If you take a look, Priz. So, thank you, Elder Guardian there for doing that. So this should go ahead and harvest all of those. So let's stand here and let it go. Holy cow, 13,000 blocks? I didn't realize there was that much. Okay, there's a lot of blocks. So this is going to take a little while. But the good news is once I've excavated quite a decent amount of it, I should be able to look down there, like I can see the tail of one of the Elder Guardians right there. This will free the 3 of them, and I can go down there and just chop them up and kill them. Likewise, it should expose the... There's a sponge room, possibly. There's a treasure room that has some gold blocks in there. Not that I really need it, but you know, it would be nice to have to clear everything out. And I will make this into a guardian farm for the fun of it. You know, yes, I'm already getting the guardian drops from some chickens, but I wanted to do a completely different way of getting and excavating the Guardian Temple, the Ocean Monument here. In this case, I'm using the digital miner as opposed to other methods where you can sit there and use a builder from RF Tools. Nope, I'm using digital miner because mechanism in this pack. And then we'll do a different method of clearing out the water. I want an unbreakable wand, since I'm going to have to clear out the water, and that's, I think, is probably one of the easiest ways of doing that. And that's a weird sound. and so I figured I need to kill me a wither, and I've made, it's about 500 blocks behind me is where the wither killing farm, along with, well, not wither killing, but the wither skeleton killing farm, along with the other denizens here of the nether. And I figured it was time to go ahead and kill this thing. So we're going to go ahead and try this now. Yeah, see, that's about 500 away. That should be sufficient. I'm kind of cheating because I've got the wither pet. Oh, maybe that's where the noise came from. And I got lots of soul sand on here that he eats, so that should prevent wither effects, he said, hopefully. And my armor is really, really good, and I'm thinking this should go well. That actually went very well. Did I get my stuff? I did. All right, so that's what I was really looking for, was that nether star. And with that, I should be able to make a wand. This one here just sticks, and nether star should get me a wand that will do the entire width of the farm, or the guardian spawning area, in one fell swoop. So, wow, you could put up to 2.14 billion of those. Anyway, time for me to head back home and get stuff going. Maybe I'll kill another one. Okay, so I stopped and killed a whole bunch of withers there, mainly because I found something which I'm very interested to try. You can see I ended up killing 15 withers, and I'm going to go ahead and toss those into the system. Rib of the Wither. That's new to me. It's from Tiny Progressions, and if we take a look at the uses on this, you can make armor from this, and 5 armor is really nice, but the full strength set gives me strength, absorption, resistance, and fire resistance. That's very cool. So let's go ahead and do this and see what we get. Let's see, there's wither leg. Yeah, okay, yes, this is the right thing. Let's take those off. There's the helmet, there's the boots, and then the chest. It's interesting, the lighting on this changed, I thought. No? Okay. Strip these guys off, put those on, and boom. Look at all that nice stuff. And, that's kind of interesting looking. I'm kind of withery looking, but the arms moving back and forth makes that chest piece look like it's shifting right and left. Cool. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and experiment with that, with the clearing out of the whatsits. Let's go ahead and put this into here. And something that I noticed just as I was getting ready to set things up, I had a builder's wand from Extra Utilities 2, which is infinite uses, because this takes durability hits as I was making stuff, and I went through like 3 or 4 of them. Not that I care, I've got lots of diamonds, but I have completely forgot I'd made that one using the just magical wood and gold, and chickens are producing that. But what I really want is I want to go ahead and make the infinite use unbreakable from Better Builder's Wands, because if I remember right, that actually has a bigger radius or length or whatever. Let's see, yes, I just hit on my keyboard. I set it up as G so that it will ignore fluid, so I can set things up that way. And let me go ahead and grab a whole bunch of this sand, and I'm glad I have sand chickens. Okay, just exactly what I needed. And I'm going to head over to spawn. Oh, yes, that's exactly where I need to go, because I died over there. So yeah, I died here because I was dumb last night. I AFK'd here, and I set up my power cell that I was using inside. That I stuck on top of my quantum entangleporter so that it would charge up, because it was down about 1/4. And then I stuck the quantum entangleporter here and did the ender chest rather than sending conduits around. And this proceeded to just harvest everything up down there. I also went ahead and put in the config for the gold block and for the sea lanterns, and that went ahead and harvested all of those as well. So this is completely empty of anything that is the temple, the ocean monument down there. And because I AFK'd there and there's no saturation, I eventually starved to death. I woke up a couple hours later and went, hey, I don't think that's a good idea. And sure enough, I was dead. So I went ahead and put a strip of sand down there so that I could hit it with this wand. And it should, yep, the entire length. That's why I got this wand. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit it with some sand here. And that should fill up this entire strip. Interesting, I'm seeing some little stuff down here on the sand. This is very cool, the little sparkly bits. Let me get out of here before they zap me. Although I haven't figured out, I haven't been hit yet by this armor on, so I'm not sure how well that's going to hold up, if it takes damage and durability, etc., etc. I'm curious. I did check, it can be enchanted. So I'm very curious to see how well that will work. And yeah, see, that has gone ahead and filled up this entire section, and now I'm ready for the next. And I'm out of sand. So this will definitely take a whole bunch of sand, but I've got a whole bunch of sand. And then once I've got a layer, one more layer here, so I've got 2 layers, then I can dig my way all the way down. And then there's that trick where you harvest the sand. Here, let's do this real quick. If we put the sand right here, if you harvest the sand real quick and then put a torch underneath it, it will break all the sand falling down on top of it. But it doesn't matter in this pack because it automatically harvests everything above it. Sand and gravel, it just harvests. So once I've got two layers of sand in here that are full, I can come down here, harvest up and reclaim everything that's that, put another layer, harvest up, reclaim. See, lather, rinse, repeat. It shouldn't take too awful long to get this done. He said hopefully. So everything is excavated out, and I've raised it up to, I think, Y39, which should prevent any non-guardian mobs from spawning here. But I've seen a few of those weird resource slimes appear. So I went ahead and put a whole bunch of lights in the ground, so nothing should spawn at night. And I went ahead and finished up a spawning area. This should work for spawning guardians. Now, let's go ahead and hit this with a little drop of evil. Pow! Oh, I love the sound of that. Oh, it didn't make it all the way over. Hey, you're not supposed to spawn yet. Well, okay, that works too. And I've got lots of these, so I can hit that little spot over there. It's not supposed to spawn yet because I've got those lights in there to stop the spawning, but that's okay. No, okay, here, let's close this off so none of these guys escape. There must be a light level that's in there. Some 8s may be sufficient for it to spawn on. And let's see what we're getting in here. You know, I don't think this is dropping any XP, which is good, because I really don't want the XP dropped from these things. If we take a look, these diamond spikes will give me player level loot. So if we take a look here, this right here, Guardian Scales, that's something that is new. The fish, yeah, you know, don't care too much about that, but the Guardian Scales, if we take a look at this, an infused lava crystal, wither bone, I'm getting that elsewhere, Guardian Scales, and Ender Dragon Scale. Well, I haven't even killed the Ender Dragon yet on this server. That will get me the ultimate material. Well, if I use that, I can make this Ulti-Tech bench. And with the Ulti-Tech bench, what can I make with the Ulti-Tech bench? Yeah, there's 61 recipes. This is where I can make the ultimate helmet, which needs these, you know, ultimate helmet right piece. You see there's tons and tons of this stuff, which means I'm going to have to, I wonder how much of this dragon scale I'm going to get from the Ender Dragon. I don't know. I haven't killed it with this pack on, so I'm not sure. You know, this is a decent amount of speed with these guys. Let's go ahead and hit these other areas. Oh wow, that spread over. Yeah, everything kind of stops for a second as this spreads. Okay, so that will go ahead and spawn these a little bit faster. And yeah, that's probably fast enough. With the fans, the way I've got the fans set up, that I figured in this way we can move them without water. I've got the width of 3, just like I did in the Nether. So that way we've got 7 across and then with 2 of these that makes 14 across. And then with the distance of 10, that way it can push 14 over, and it just sends them a-flying. And then I've got the vertical height of 1, which means it should be pushing down and up 1, which gives it a range of 3. And since these guys bounce like they're made out of silly putty or something, I did a 3 high instead of 2 high, and that seems to really help here. Keeps them from bouncing back, which is annoying, but they really just come flying over here. And you know, diamond spikes, they were cheap and easy to make, so I decided to go with that. So let's see how this is doing here. You know, the annoying thing are these random Pam's Harvest Craft fish. Everything else I could send in fairly easily. In fact, I think what I will do is snag this, and I'm going to snag some of those, and snag one of these. It's interesting, there's no salmon coming down from these yet, and player dropped stuff should I'm not sure. Let's take a look at the Guardians here. Guardian goodness, but I typed other stuff too. So Guardians will drop this stuff. That's all the stuff you make from Guardians. Let's look at the oh, I could just do it right here. How do I get this? No, not a PR there. The Prismarine. I can get it from Prismarine chickens, which is what I've done so far. But with the mobs, okay, these will drop all sorts of various fishies, which I don't really need any of those, but it'll drop those. Okay, that'll work. That's a lot of fish. All right, so let's go ahead and they're just gonna keep flopping. And it's interesting that they spawn still on, I guess, light level 8. I thought that they would spawn on 7 and below, but oh well. Let's see. I've got one of each of those. I don't need that, but let's. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get something for each of these fish because I could see them spawning lots and lots of that. Let's head back to the house. All right, let's go down here. One more. And I added a couple more drawers. Oh, since we got the Prismarine right there, let's use that. Those can go there. And fishies, they can also go here. And let's fish. Fish, I can spell fish. All right, let's grab those, toss them back in, and that should put all 77 right there. Yep. And then the Guardian, what's it? 49. Toss that back in. Okay, so that will give us all of those. And then the rest of the fish, I might just cook up. That might be the easiest way to do. Oh, I've got this XP orb, but I don't have the other. So let's go ahead and toss that there. And I think that will probably work. What I need is a way of pulling out the random fish and cook them, or just take all fish, and if there's a metadata on the fish, that might not work. I don't know. All right, let's go back to spawn and turn on that thing and see how fast it works. I am loving this little anvil pet. That guy just keeps repairing everything, and I love that. That is probably the best, my favorite of all the pets at this point. Let's go ahead and take the ender chest and put that in here. Goodbye. And badoink. And then let's shove all these in. All right, so that should get processed down the road. All right, that should work very nicely. Oh, that can go in there too. Okay, so the did I toss the dirt in there? Yeah, I did toss the dirt in. That's okay. All of that can go into there. I may have to do some speed upgrades or some additional pipes on the other end to grab those. So let's go bananas and turn off the lights here and see how many of these we spawn. You know, that's a pretty decent spawning rate. And they're getting tossed way over and coming through. So let's come over to this side. This should work as well. And they're getting, yeah, see, they're getting tossed more over to that corner. Alrighty. And let's come over to this. They're going bananas here. All right, let's put you and you and you and you. All right, so this is going full blast. They're going bananas. All right, I think there's probably so many of these, they're not hitting the side. Yeah, this really isn't keeping up well with this. Okay, yeah, that's too many. I was thinking of setting up multiple layers of this so that I would have another layer feeding into here and another one feeding into there, and so that you could have 3 or 4 more layers going on through here, but I have no need for that much. Although getting the XP, that's not bad. That is very useful. I can enchant things with that. Blink. All right, let's turn off this one here. Get down to a more manageable spot. And then I wonder, I'm not sure if the Cursed Earth reacts to the megatorches that disable spawning, because I spotted a section just below here that is a cave entrance, and I was thinking, yeah, it would be nice to get rid of some spawns. You can see there's a creeper over that away below the surface, and it would be nice to you know, not have any mobs spawning around here. Yep, this is all filled up. Alright, that's way too fast for it. So this is working. This is going to get me the Guardian Scales. I was looking at that and saying, I'm going to need that for the high-tech stuff. And this is going to get it. So that is definitely going to work for me. And this is a manageable little bouncy goodness of these guys. So let's go ahead and head... Oh, I do need to... This should still work, even though it will not be chunk loaded here. The stuff here will exist. This won't push any more stuff in. All right, let's go home real quick. Let's run downstairs. One more downstairs. Let's run over here. This is where I stuck it. And so yeah, the stuff that's in here will go down. Why is dirt going into... Oh, I know why dirt's going on into here. I'm using the digital miner in the mining dimension to make dirt. So let's go ahead and just shove all this stuff here. Oh, there was a salmon. There's the salmon. Let's grab the salmon. Because I think that's going to make enough of those. It's worth putting right there. All right, so there we got the spawns from these things. Salmon. Oh, so that's just the one. Alrighty. We're getting close to 6. Yep, I better make a quick void. Wrong void. This guy right there. And that way, we won't overflow the system, because that would be bad. Nope, not going to do that. Let's get rid of these last little guys here. Don't need him. Fish. All right, so I guess probably one of the next things I'm going to need to do is go kill me an ender dragon. There's a bunch of resources there in the end that I could use, which would be handy. And I'm still kind of freaked out by this armor. I've gone ahead and enchanted it, so that's what you can see, the light levels on it. But it looks very funky. I'm used to having the purple obsidian armor, not this stuff, and nothing's hit me yet. So I don't know how well this will actually work. So I'll try it out with the Ender Dragon, but I'll probably do that off camera because everybody's seen it a whole bunch of times. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here playing a little Engineers Force 3 and getting a Guardian farm going for a bunch of Guardian goodness.
Also being cute.
And being cute. Thanks for watching. Bye.